Hi everyone, this is Eldad Amara and this is my channel Eyes Wide Shut. There's often been a talk about the Great Reset. The Great Reset, where the whole system, the complete system, will be changed. But how is this to happen? How is the Great Reset to happen? I've been thinking about this for a while. And I reckon the Great Reset will come when everybody gets online. Once we have everybody online, or most people online, whether it be on their mobile phones, on their laptops, on their iPads, or on their stationary computers. Once we get everybody relying on technology, the system can be crashed that way. Probably be said that the system has crashed because of some hackers. It hasn't been crashed because of hackers, it's been crashed because it's been designed that way. If we get everybody on computers, if we get everybody on iPads, everybody on these smartphones, eventually, if you get at least 90% of the world's population on these mobile phones, on these devices, you can reset the system by crashing it and restarting. You see, our bank accounts, our ATM services, our petrol stations, our laptops, our computers. You think about it, just about every device now is dependent upon computers in some form or the other, in some way or the other, on computers. You got young people now, they put everything on their phones. They pay for everything on their phones. If it's not on a phone, it's on a computer. And if it's not on a computer, it's on an iPad. The system wants to get everybody dependent on the system. And then that way they can crash it and reset it, restart it. I tell you what, if this happens, there's going to be a lot of people unemployed, man, living in the cold. There's going to be a lot of people, there's going to be starving. There's going to be a lot of people who are so dependent upon the system that I wouldn't be surprised if this is a way as well of getting rid, unaliving a lot of people, making a lot of people unalive by crashing the system. Because if you have no heating, you have no hot water to be able to have a bath, you have no hot water to be able to heat your radiators, you have no petrol to be able to drive anywhere, you have no electricity in your home. How are you going to survive? The supermarkets, the doors will not open because they run by a computer. They run by some form of computer, so you can't get even into shops. So tell me, people, what are you going to do if the system crashes? I watched a film one time, Die Hard 4, and it talks about a fire cell. Something like that I could imagine happening in real life for true. A fire cell. Go watch Die Hard 4. Everything must go. That's a fire cell. Everything crashes. And then guess what? They can then reset the system. They're going to blame it on terrorists, or they're going to blame it on hackers who crashed the system, but it has nothing to do with them. This is going to be a setup by the higher uppers. They're going to reset the system by crashing it via computers. Personally, this is me personally, the system is going to be crashed by computers, and there'll be a great reset. And in this great reset, a lot of people are going to be unalived because I have no gas, no electric. They won't be able to even go to chemists and be able to get their drugs. They won't be able to go to shops to go and get food at the shop. They won't be able to go to supermarkets. Everything will be crashed, that there's going to be a lot of rioting as well, a lot of protests and people going out into the street. Guess what? When there's no lights and there's no electricity, there's going to be total chaos. Total chaos. We're going to be going back into the dark ages. It's going to feel like be a lot of robberies, violence. There's going to be a lot of chaos on the streets. Trust what I'm telling you. I think this is the way they're going to crash the system anyway. Everyone online, get them all dependent on the computers. Get everyone addicted to social media. Get everyone addicted to TV programs. And then crash the system. What do you think? Tell me, what do you think? Tell me, what do you think? This is Eldad Amara with another video. Over and out.